Good morning, everyone. Jeanette Biro here, and welcome to your Wednesday Wisdom with Spirit. Today we're going to just connect direct with Spirit and see what's in store. So every Wednesday I bring through a message either in the form of mediumship or channeling. Again, if it's mediumship, it is me receiving the information, interpreting it, or relaying it word for word. But I really am that third party, whereas when it's channeling, that just kind of comes more direct through where they really merge with me and I'm hearing it for the first time at the same time as you are. That's kind of the shortest way I can explain the difference for me anyway. And I do realize that every medium channeler works a little bit different. So this is just kind of how it works for me. So we have had a very interesting energy. I do want to say they're reminding me first that it is International Women's Day today. So happy International Women's Day. It's a really beautiful day. Again, not picking one gender over another as one being better or a specific gender identification being better. However, what I do like to celebrate is the recognition of more equality in the world right now. So I want to say that. So what else? Also, I do want to say that today is the birthday of a most beautiful, lovely partner of mine at Avalon Spirit, Lois Naherney. It's her birthday today, so let's all send her an extra little bit of love. Okay, now let's get into the message. Here we go. Okay, so again, this one's going to come in as mediumship. They're giving me lots of imagery for this. No, I'm like, they're giving me lots of imagery and they're like, no, that's just for you to get what we're saying, but we're just going to speak to you and you can repeat it. So there we go. So the imagery that I'm seeing is the tower card, like a tower moment. And then they're showing me when you rebuild a city after disaster, when you knock a building down and you rebuild it. They're saying change and transition takes the time it takes for it to be completed into a new cycle. And so then I was like, okay, fair. And they're like, this is where they want to speak the rest of it and explain it. So many of us have been waiting for a long time for certain changes to come into play. And in many ways, they already are coming into play. They are already in action. But we are somewhat impatient because of the amount of duress that we've been under over the last couple of years of these changes and growth. And like the world is really rapidly morphing. And so they're saying we really understand this, but they're saying with some of the things, recognize that the change you're desiring is taking place, but the absolute transformation from A to B, excuse me, I gotta fluff. The absolute transformation from A to B may take a longer chunk of time in our reality than we would desire. We would like it to be like that. And in many cases, that's completely fair. But the amount of time it takes might be longer in our reality. And again, that's where they show me the imagery again of building a house. You have to knock the house down first, then you have to kind of clear the ground, then you have to maybe reset the foundation, and then you have to frame it. All these things, like those things take time in our 3D world. So they're saying the reason why they're bringing this through right now is because they're saying don't sabotage the energetics of change that are already underway. Don't sabotage the steps that are already kind of coming to fruition, these little pieces that you're noticing of kind of these alignments that are happening. They're saying don't sabotage it because the end goal isn't here yet. See those as the sun rays that start to poke out through the clouds before the clouds fully separate and the whole sun is available to light your path. They're saying see those as the sun rays because those transitions, those things are coming. And Spirit is saying they're really excited to bring them forward too. So they're like, just have a little patience with the transition. They really understand how much many of us have been stretched and how we are feeling. So they're saying, please know we hear you and we hold you in an energy of grace. These changes and transformations are in fact already underway. And so much of what we've been asked throughout the beginning of this year up until now has been to refine exactly what it is we want. And now that they have a better detailed definition of what that is, the universe can help to support bringing in those things. But sometimes that's aligning very 3D things, which literally takes 3D linear time. So I think that's really cool. I'm just going to see if there's anything else. Yeah, they're saying in the meantime, the more you can fill those moments while you're waiting with active waiting. So they're saying it doesn't mean you forget what you're waiting for. You can still have your mind on it. You can still set the intention to manifest that in and bring it in, guide it in. But they're saying within the act of waiting, what else can you do? What else can you do to help create the whole environment you're desiring? But they're saying as well, it's not all about work. Active waiting is not only about getting more work done. Active waiting also has play in it. And they said, so many people don't understand, again, when we've talked about this, the frequency that play has in creating a greater kind of beacon for the alignments to happen. So by really balancing yourself out in that time of active waiting with play, things that bring you joy, things that make you laugh. Laughter is one of the fastest ways we can increase our frequency. By doing that, we will help to manifest these changes and desires as fast as they can with a very clear beacon and direction of where to land for you. But again, they're saying don't discount what is already underway, those little signs and synchronicities you're having, maybe some of the doors that are starting to open now. They're saying don't sabotage that by thinking it's not actually coming. So I think that's pretty lovely. I'm just going to see if there's anything else. Yeah, they're saying just like the butterfly, when a caterpillar goes into the cocoon state, turns into goo, and then reconfigures into that of a butterfly, that transformation takes time. And they say they know that we have been working so long, but we're just about ready to come out of that chrysalis state. So don't sabotage it. And they're saying the use of the word sabotage too, they don't even mean that in a negative. They're just saying stay aligned to your highest frequency. Don't discount, don't lose your vibrational frequency to help bring in these things. So I will leave that with you all for today. Happy Wednesday. And I do want to say next Wednesday, I'm holding Cosmic Consciousness Circle. So if you're wanting to dive in with me into some big, deep spiritual concepts, definitely join me. I'll be giving a few more clues and hints as to what we'll be talking about in the next little bit. So I hope to see you there. You can sign up for that at avalonspirit.com. And I will see you all tomorrow.